What is up, Dripping Springs? It is Ashley and Amber Weekly Drip, Season 5, Episode 4. So it must be Wednesday, 4-ish o'clock. Amber, happy
Happy
birthday!
birthday, Ashley! Yay, birthday twins!
Yes, Amber and I
Um,
celebrated our birthdays yesterday. And I don't know, man, is it just me or is the weather always crap on our birthday?
yeah, basically, we
Like,
cannot plan for anything
no,
ever.
no.
When
Like,
I was a kid, my mom did have I feel like, kind of stroke of genius. She told me, you know what? If you want, we can celebrate your birthday on your half birthday instead. So I got to do my birthday in July. Was it June? June, July? Um,
summer? It was in summer?
Yeah, in the summer. And I did a camping party. And I was like,
Oh,
what? I didn't know that I could do this being a January birthday. And it was wonderful.
that
A
is
little bit weird
wonderful.
having it different, but I don't know. Not having a summer birthday, I've always been kind of envious of the people who have good weather on their birthday.
But I think if you talk to people who have summer birthdays, they struggle too because like they're not in school, so like their friends are traveling.
Mhm.
So I think there's got to be like pros and cons. I will say though, I thought that my son would be born at the end of June, and then that ended up not being the case. And I prayed and prayed and prayed, please, Lord, let him be late because I really wanted to have a baby on 4th of July because I feel like that's the most epic day ever to have a
Ooh.
birthday because
Uh-huh.
everybody's out having fun out at the lake.
Already celebrating.
There's freaking fireworks for sure. Like, I just thought that would be the best day ever to have a birthday. Do I know anybody with a 4th of July birthday? I'm gonna have to freaking find out for sure.
I don't know, but Michaela was born on Halloween, and then Philip, we thought he was going to be born on St. Patrick's Day. So I almost had two babies on holidays, which I think is super, super cool.
Agreed. Agreed. Halloween would be another one that sounds like a lot of fun too.
I think so. I feel like she feels like it's kind of played out. I had her convinced as a child that when all the Halloween decorations came out, it was because everyone was preparing for her birthday. So
I
that
love
was a lot of
it.
fun.
I love it. I also feel like
Everybody knows.
she's like a typical teenager. We're a little angsty when we're teens. Everything is played out, mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything.
That's so yesterday.
Exactly. Exactly. With that, back to the weather. It's kind of an icky day. It's kind of an icky season. So today we thought we
Yeah.
would just chat about places that we like hanging out indoors. Whether it's with your spouse, all by yourself, with your kids, where are we hanging out indoors? Because it is God's country, but it's just not pretty enough to hit the trails and be out and about and all the things. Amber, where are you hanging out?
Well, I feel like most everybody who knows me knows that I'm probably going to be at Alchemy. that's my that's my go-to.
Rain
Um,
or shine.
Rain or shine, just doesn't really matter the weather. I'm probably gonna be there. And they just got started serving bone broth. So for anyone who likes bone broth, they now have some delicious bone broth options. So that's my go-to. I have people that will stop by there just to say hi to me because they know I'm gonna be there.
I love.
How
So
about
that's
you? Where's your first go-to?
so I actually have like a whole day in my head that I was gonna share. But I should tell you guys, if you've known me for more than 5 seconds, you know about two things about me. One, I'm a 6th-generation Texan. Like that's everything you find out about me immediately. Two, I sell real estate. And three, I am not a morning person. I am a mid-morning person. Like, let me stay up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That sounds great. But I like to hit my stride at about 10 a.m. And
My other half. This is why we make
Amber
sense.
is been and done alchemy already first thing in the morning, for sure. For sure. But one of the first stops that I would make, like planning an indoor day, like where would I go? I'd want to do a few things. I would want to support local business. I would want to try and be economical about it as well. So I would probably stop in planning for a gross rainy day where I'm like, I need to get out of the house. I'd probably run by Senior Thrift and go see what goodies I could find and unearth,
Ooh.
because that's an economical little visit, and it gives back to our community. To get there, I would have to drive right by Sunday Bookshop, which would be open by 10 a.m., by the way. Dixie is my people. So I'd see what like goodies I could unearth. Then for lunch, I would go by Summer Revival right in the middle of town. I would have zero qualms about taking my son with me. They have a bookshelf of like games and things to keep kids and tweens and teens occupied as well. So I would spend some time there with having lunch, maybe a glass of wine, because by then it'll probably be like 1 o'clock. So it's
totally acceptable.
Absolutely acceptable. And then on the way home, I would want an afternoon pick me up. So I'd grab a coffee from somewhere, probably Mazama, or more than likely Fairlane, because I love Fairlane. And I would hang out there for a little bit, schlep my butt home, read whatever goodies I uncovered or whatever I'm powering through for Weekly Drip Book Club. The new book is out, you guys, for next month's meetup. It's a thriller. I'm just getting it all in like 60 seconds or less. That is kind of how I would spend my day. Now, this is Wednesday, so I am in full middle of the week work mode. And I'm not going to lie, this morning I was fantasizing how I would rather spend my day, even though I absolutely love my job. I'm like, man, I want this day right now. I want to go do all these things. When my son was little, I was in the Kyle Butte area, and I used to always take him to this like bounce house place. And we used to have one here in Dripping Springs, Locomotion, on the way into Austin. And that has since closed. And I heard a rumor yesterday that something similar might be opening. So as I get more information and more confirmation, we'll like be bringing you the scoop. Did you ever do that with your kids when they were little, like the bounce places and things like that?
Oh yeah, we did Locomotion. That was a lot of fun because they had the bouncy stuff, and then they also had that little area with like the play kitchen and everything. And Philip loved that. My little one loved that. He was all about the kitchen. He liked to do the dress up, and then that was a great place. I really miss it. Now I feel like he's a little old for it, but when they were still open, that was totally like perfect. Go in, sit down, send your kids off. They get all crazy, get the crazies out. And then once they're really tired, then you take them home.
All moms can relate to this. So you go like to take your kids there, inevitably like look over and you see another mom that's clearly doing the same thing as you are. And suddenly you feel like you're dating again, but it's not a romantic thing. It's just trying to make friends, like making mom friends. What a freaking ride that is. Like,
thank God for the Mamas, Margaritas, and Meetups group, because I feel like that has brought so many of us together.
It sure has.
You, Michelle, Megan, the OG. That's how we all came together to begin with. This was the Mamas, Margaritas, and Meetups group, and then Empower, and it's just continuing to expand. So if you don't feel like you have any friends, you haven't found your tribe yet, definitely recommend joining that Mamas, Margaritas, and Meetups group. There are all the other moms looking for friends.
They need to go watch last week's episode, because that's literally all we talked about was how to plug in Dripping Springs. So if you're still looking to plug in, maybe you're not a mom. Maybe you're into other things like trivia. We have so much trivia here. We got the scoop on another episode from last week, Weekly Drip Season 5, Episode 3, all about plugging in. So you can get all the scoop. And then if you don't know what to do, just ask Amber and I, because we just I'll speak for myself. I just embrace my awkward and I like lean hard into it. So we'll plug you in. We'll plug you in. Yeah. But that was totally a thing as a new mom. And then when my son went to school, it lather, rinse, repeat, like every stage playing sports for the first time. It's like, golly, I just feel like I'm perpetually dating. I don't know, but not in a romantic way, just in a finding friends way.
Right. But we do still have a place off of 12 in Hamilton Pool, the Almost Grown Cafe, and it's not the exact same, but it is another place for moms that have littles to go take your littles and let them go get some energy out together, and then the moms can hang out a little bit. And I heard they also have ice cream there. Don't know if that's something you want to give your child or not give your child, but it's an option. That would be another great place to potentially go on a rainy day if you have littles. Obviously, Evo, because movies option.
Girl, they added an arcade. Have you seen it?
I saw the pictures. It looks, I mean, it's like a whole thing.
It's
so
legit.
That's definitely an option.
Yeah, it is legit.
Where you can watch a movie and you can send your teenagers to the arcade or vice versa. Maybe you want to go to the arcade. No judgment. That's totally cool.
Do you like arcade games? Like, what's your favorite arcade game?
I always loved the Cruisin' USA games, the race car games.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
I want to win.
Yes, that one was fun. We had this like burger spot where I grew up in Burnett, and there's this place called Storms. Their burgers remind me of Dan's, like they're more like greasy smash burgers. And it was like this little tiny place, and they had the Cruisin' USA game and like 3 others in there. It was so fun. My favorite arcade game, really, if I'm being honest, I asked you the question so I could tell you mine. So messed up. It's the one where you put the token in and it pushes the other tokens off the edge. Like,
yeah,
I am their perfect customer because I will feed that thing coins until I'm out of coins. Like, I love it. It's ridiculous. It is.
And then I also really like Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man, the classic. Okay. Totally dig it. Am I good at it? No, but am I going to keep putting coins in it? Yes.
You probably noticed my face did not light up for that one, and it's because I am not great at Pac-Man. And then I get really mad at myself because, I'm a little older now, but Pac-Man was a touch before my time. And I'm like, how am I not mastering this easily? It should be so easy. And I'm terrible at it.
Those little ghosties, man, they're after everybody.
All right. What else you got on your lineup for inside activities?
Well, this is kind of inside and kind of outside. We have an incredible downtown. Our Mercer Street shops are incredible. And a lot of it is covered going from shop to shop. So, I mean, It's worth it to run that little bit, even if you have to, or bring an umbrella. All the shops downtown, super love Juniper Tree, Sacred Moon. I'm probably going to be at those two because that's just my kind of jam. And then it's right down the street from Alchemy where I'm already going to be at. So those all make sense to me. And then, like you said, Mazama, they have really, really yummy coffees and treats and different things. And then another one that I'm probably going to hit up for lunch, I'm probably going to go to Time and Dough because they have options for different soup. And I am a super sucker for their mango chicken tango on a salad. And then it comes with the really yummy vinaigrette. And that's my jam. That and a bowl of soup on a rainy day. Yes.
Somebody asked on social media, and if that person is a viewer, I'm so sorry. I don't remember who posted this, but they asked the question, does anybody do soup flights in town? I never saw the answer, but I want to know, is there a place to get a soup flight around here? Because that sounds epic.
Not that I am aware of, but I feel like for all of you business owners who own establishments that make soup, this may be something for you.
Yes, I'm thinking
it's just a winter option.
Oh, I think that would be so great. I'm thinking of it like in high school and like a part of college, I worked at Chili's, and they had this appetizer, the triple play. So it was like 3 different things on like
a platter.
a platter or something. And I was like, man, a triple play of soup sounds awesome. And not like huge portions, but just like small
Like
portions.
little snacky sizes, and then cumulatively it's a meal. Yeah.
Like the only place I can think of that might have it would be Soup Peddler in Austin.
Mhm.
That's the only place I can think of that might have it. But if somebody has it around here, that would be something I'd throw down on a rainy day with.
Like a margarita flight, but with soup.
Or a beer flight or a wine flight. It's just another
Soup
flight.
flight. Soup flight.
New development in Dripping Springs. I know you were thinking, gosh, Ash, I really like that sweater you're wearing. Is that new? Why, yes, it is. It was a birthday gift and it came from Palm Social Collection. They are moving. So right now they're by Alchemy and they are moving directly across from Hudson's, where Rebel Wild used to be. I heard that they should be open by mid-February, and
That's
they
so
had to be
exciting.
like tripling their square footage. So I'm really excited to see what Jordan does in there. That girl will make you so hip in an instant. So I just wanted to mention that. It has nothing to do with indoor, except you can buy things
I
indoors
mean,
there.
it is though. That is a shop on Mercer that you absolutely can go in and go shopping and kill some time while it's raining. Absolutely.
100%.
This counts. Yes.
I love it. I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry, Amber.
Goodness, no, you are fine. We are the same person. We get excited about things and we want to share right now before we forget.
True. True. What else do you have on your lineup? I will let you finish.
That was it.
Okay.
So thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Weekly Drip. We are here for you every week. Like always, if you have another place that you love to visit when it's stormy or rainy or yucky outside, please comment on the video. Please let us know. We want to make sure that the other members of our community know about it too, as well as us. We want to know all the things. We love you all so much. We're so grateful for you. We hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week, and we will see you next Wednesday at 4-ish o'clock.
Yes, we will. And Amber, before we fully sign off, I promised our very faithful book club member, Kim, that I would share an event that's happening Saturday indoors. It's going to be at the beautiful Rambling Rose Ranch. Marie in Awe is organized. I'm reading this because I don't want to screw it up because it sounds so intriguing. An intergenerational booty shaking joyous experience. It's a Morning Beats Blends, which is an intergenerational sober morning dance party. And DJ Chad is going to be there. So I think the whole idea is come as you are, get ready to move your body and just enjoy and just be. So it's on Saturday from 9 to 11 at Rambling Rose. Hit me up and I will give you the discount code for $5 off of each ticket. And
all ages. So this isn't just adults. You can bring your littles, you can bring your kids, you can bring your teenagers. Thank you so much for reminding us about this. I really want to talk about that. Everyone is welcome.
So that's happening on Saturday. But as Amber said, we will see you next Wednesday, 4-ish o'clock for Weekly Drip. Y'all have a great week.